Hello, everybody. This is Gerald Salenti, and it's Tuesday, November 15th, 2022. And your new Trends Journal's out because it's Tuesday. And remember, the trend is your friend. And we're your friend. We're giving you trends like nobody in the world gives you. What in the world is going on, what it means, what's next, and what you might want to do. They don't teach it at Harvard, Princeton, Yale, Cambridge, Oxford. Don't teach it anywhere. You know why? They don't know how to. That's right. So we're giving you what you need to keep you ahead. History before it happens. And boy, oh girl, got to say both. Do we need it now? Can't say boy, oh boy. A boy, oh girl, and transgenders. Anyway, you cover your Trends Journal. They had the midterm elections last Tuesday. And who won? U.S. elections. Democrats versus Republicans. Crips equals Crips versus Bloods. Murderers and thieves. That's what you got. That's it. Repulsivekins and Democrats. Murderers and thieves. How much more money do they have to steal and give to their corporate buddies and the too big to fails? And how many more wars do the fuck sick, mentally ill pricks, and I can't say the other word, have to start? They announced today more dough going to Ukraine to keep fighting them Russians. Oh, yeah. Oh, the debt in America just hit a new high. Consumer debt, personal debt, over $16 trillion. But send more money to the military-industrial complex, Salenti. Yeah. And people swallow the shit like the shits around here that locked down their businesses when I had a peace and freedom rally. That's right. This place, Rough Draft. They locked it down when I had a peace and freedom rally. How dare you, Salenti? The morons, the imbeciles, the arrogant boy and girl call it a political rally. No, not a political rally. No Democrats, no Repulsivekins. Peace. And peace, what did we warn about? Long time. When the Ukraine war began, we said World War III began. And now, one after another, they're repeating it. And what happened today? Remember we said it's going to be a false flag event that's going to ratchet this thing up? Guess what? One happened today. The Russians sent the missile in that hit Ukraine, that killed 2 people. Oh my God. It killed 2 people. Hey, how about all those Palestinians that were killed last? They don't count. They're only Palestinians. The Israelis could steal all the land they want. Oh, that little boy Blinken, the arrogant Blinken boy who plays our Secretary of State. How dare the Russians take other people's territory? Well, he goes over to Israel, applauds, salutes, sends $3 billion of our dough to one of the richest countries in the world, Israel, to keep killing the Palestinians and stealing their land. That's okay. Hey, what happened in Somalia? Who gives a fuck about the Somalians being killed? Hey, how about Sudan? What's a Sudan? Is that like a Yemen? You mean the worst humanitarian crisis on earth? Hundreds of thousands of people dying. Oh, how about Tigray? What's a Tigray? Is that like an Earl Grey, a Tigray? What kind of tea is that? Well, maybe I should know. It'll be good for my health. Yeah, maybe they'll sell it at McDonald's. No, that's in Ethiopia. The Tigray War. Tens of thousands of people slaughtered. Oh, but 2 people in Ukraine, in Poland, were killed. And the Russians are denying it. Russia has not carried out any strikes against targets near Polish-Ukraine border, the defense minister in Moscow said today, following reports of a missile striking a village and killing 2 civilians. Some Western media outlets and politicians claim that Russia is responsible for the incident. Oh, wait, if the media said so. Oh, those fucks that lied us into the Iraq war, that lied us into the Vietnam war, that lied us into the Afghan war. Why, Salenti, calm down and swallow their shit. Be a cowardly American like the little bastards over here that hate me in Kingston because I love peace and freedom. Missile fragments photos, which were published by the Polish media outlets on the scene, quote, have nothing to do with Russian weapons, the Russian Defense Ministry said. Anyway, even if they did. Poland, by the way, in your Trends Journal this week that just went out before this happened, we edited it. And here it is, U.S. elections, Democrats versus Republicans equals Crips versus Bloods, murderers and thieves. Demonstrations were going on in Poland last week, big time. Tens of thousands taken to the streets. Oh, over there in Italy too. Oh, in France, in Germany, in Belgium, in the Czech Republic, in Greece. Because the fucking shitheads put the sanctions on Russia, energy prices are skyrocketing, and people can't afford to live. You're looking at energy prices, gas prices going up 100% and more in different places. But now, when all else fails, they take you to war. And that's what they're doing in Poland. They got the people's minds off the demonstrations that were erupting last week. I've said it all the time. And now, over there in the UK, or the FUKC, yeah, with the multi-millionaire guy running the show, $5 billion to build ships because we got to stop the Russians. Yep. And sending $4 billion to Ukraine as the UK economy goes down the toilet and inflation skyrockets. The war machine is in control. And if we don't occupy peace, we're going to die in hell. So do what you can to support OccupyPeace.com. OccupyPeace.com. Do whatever you can. Or do nothing. And rot in hell with the rotten people that are destroying our earth. 2 dead after Russian missiles land in NATO state Poland on Ukraine border. 2 people have been killed. 2 people. 2 people. 2 people. But you could murder anybody you want in Palestine and in Yemen. Oh, and how about the Americans destroying places all over the world, only killing millions? Anyway, back to the Trends Journal. On the economic front, a lot going on. A lot going on. They're saying they're going to lower it. They're not going to raise interest rates rapidly. There's an article in here by Gregory Mannarino that you need to read all about this, about the game that the feds are playing with raising interest rates. It's going to do nothing to stop inflation. And now again, they're the wild cards. And the wild card being played now, watch oil prices and gas prices go up as the Ukraine war escalates. Oh, and over there in Israel, they're talking about bombs away over there in Iran. Yeah, just what you need. A nice war in the Middle East to keep bringing the prices of energy up. The article by Gregory Mannarino, make no mistake, central banks will continue to inflate faster. Article by Gary Null and Richard Gale, conspiracies are the new normal. A special article by Dr. Paul Craig Roberts, the ever-widening war. Special article by Joe Durand on technocracy. And Joseph Mercola, is long COVID the elephant in the room? That's just the special articles. And then a whole report on the Ukraine war update. Geopolitics, what in the world is going on? Trends on the global economic front. When the economy falls, jobs go with it. This is the 17th week in a row we've been putting all the lost jobs down that nobody else is doing. This is serious. And it's not the truck drivers and the people, they're getting fired too. But middle class is going down heavy. And by the way, the middle class and the upper class are going down so low that the big news is that even the wealthier people are shopping at Walmarts now and buying shitty food. Right? Yeah, and going to Dollar General. Isn't that wonderful? And again, we have Poland's economy tanks as inflation rockets up. Again, this is what's going on in Poland. Poland's economy tanks as inflation rockets up. This is written before Poland announces today that 2 people were killed by a Russian missile. When all else fails, they take you to war. They're going to World War III's begun. Grow up, everybody. Again, look at your cover of your magazine. It's right there. Democrats versus Republicans equals Crips versus Bloods. They're murderers and thieves. They're warmongers. Every fucking Democrat voted to send $40 billion of our money, all those liberal phony freaks, to Ukraine, and more coming, and from the Repulsivkins as well. All the data's here. And what else do we have? Oh, funny. Zelensky, the comedian, the guy that plays the piano with his dick when he was a comedian playing the president of Ukraine that became the president of Ukraine, he said it's the beginning of the end of the war and Ukraine is winning. What Russia's doing after they bombed the Nord Stream pipeline, which Sweden refuses to say from the data that they have who did it, and morons and imbeciles think the Russians did it. Yeah, they could have shut it off themselves. When that happened, that's when they escalated the war. Over 60% of Ukraine is without electricity and running out of water. The people are suffering. We need peace, but you're not allowed to talk about peace because the pieces of shit hate people like me that talk about peace. We've seen this before. Where are the Ukrainian people saying we had enough? We need peace. Let's make a deal. Let's make a deal. Hey, we could do a TV show. Let's make a deal. No. That's stupid. Don't make a deal. What else do we have here? China's annual shopping holiday shows lackluster results. Very important what's going on in China. When all else fails, they take you to war. Anything going to happen in Taiwan? Keep your eyes open. Hey, America's going to defend it. What is wrong with you, Salenti? And then we have trends in high tech and some other things as well. Worried about COVID? 3M and DuPont sued over Forever Chemicals. Forever Chemicals. Oh, the sperm count is going way down the toilet, too. That just came out today. They have one after another. They're looking at, and we've been writing about this, that the sperm count is really, really declining rapidly. And humans could face reproductive crisis as sperm count declines, study finds. Global figures suggest sperm concentration is halved in 40 years, and the rate of decline is accelerating. Yeah, keep eating the shit food, keep taking the prescription drugs, Forever Chemicals everywhere, but watch out for COVID, watch out for the Russians. They're killing us in 100 different ways. And we're fighting for freedom, peace, and justice. That's the name of our church, Universal Church of Freedom, Peace, and Justice. Do what you can to support us. And again, on the economic front, it's the last, after 40 midterm elections, the S&P 500 escalated 15% in 12 months following. Will the same thing happen now? These elections mean absolutely nothing. Nothing. It's a freak show. And stupid Trump, he's going to run. It shows you how weak Trump is, what happened with the elections. And have elections been rigged? There's nothing I fucking trust from the government. And I want paper ballots. This is really simple. You don't need these fucking phony machines. But anyway, We need a new system. We need a new third party. They're having them in other countries, but not in America, the country of cowards. There's Afghanistan, Pakistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan. Stan means home of the Uzbeks, home of the Kyrgyzs. Welcome to the USSA, dumb fuckistan. You got it. You got it. Look at the midterm elections. The dumb fucks, the Democrats or the Repulsivekins, the Bloods or the Crips, murderers and thieves. Another brilliant cover by Anthony Freda. So do what you can to support freedom, peace, and justice, and for yourself and for us, because the more subscribers we get, the more we could do. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. We give you history before it happens. We're showing you where the economy is going, the ups and downs. And by the way, a very important story in the economic section that we've been talking about first, that's just barely making the news now, and that's what's going on in the commercial office sector. And it's very important to note what is going on because, number one, home prices are dropping sharply, and you're looking at business office bust. That's right. The major developers, yeah. Oh, interest rates going up? Got to pay more interest on your loans as your office occupancy rate in the United States is about 50%. Yeah. So what's going to happen to these buildings? Where are the opportunities? What's next? Where to go? What to do? It's all in your Trends Journal, trendsjournal.com. Oh, and tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time, Salenti and the Judge. You're not going to want to miss Judge Napolitano. What he's putting out there, no one is. This man is the number one expert as a judge in constitutional law, the Bill of Rights, and the Constitution. Nothing else like him. And a very important podcast tomorrow, 6 p.m. Don't forget to tune in. See you tomorrow. From COVID war to Ukraine war to world war. Are you prepared for what's next? These are unprecedented times. What's next? What's going to happen? Read the Trends Journal. We have an unsurpassed track record of forecasting history before it happens. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happens. From the world leader in trend forecasting.